Hi, I'm Rizwana and I am your online Shalwar Kameez sewing coach. We all buy the designer suits that are already pre-designed for us, but they can be really difficult to cut out and understand. In this video, I go through what to look out for and how to cut it out using two different suits. Okay, so of course, having a Shalwar Kameez means fancy fabrics. So far, I've showed you everything that I've wanted to, and I've showed you on plain fabric just because it's easier to understand and follow. But I did just want to add this in. This is quite exciting because I know that most of you will have fancy fabrics, and I just wanted to show you and explain to you you know, some of the fabrics and some of the suits that we buy, most of the suits that we buy, and how they come. And you know, when people bring the suits like these to me, when they have bought suits like this to me in the past, they've said to me, oh, it's all ready, Rizwana, it's all ready. All you have to do is just join the sides up. But no, that's not actually correct. Okay, so if I look at this now, if I put this in front of you, and if I take our pattern out, you will see, if I put our pattern on top like this, or let me do it this way just because I'm right-handed. Okay, so if I put my pattern there, looking like that, look at the difference. I'm not that big, am I? I mean, this pattern is there, and I'm not this huge. My body isn't this huge, and my body isn't this straight, is it? So, you know, all the shape, it does need shaping. Okay, so if you do see a suit like this, you need to analyze the suit. So what I would do with this suit is, first of all, the shoulder, if I look at the shoulder, it's just completely straight. And that's okay, because these suits are designed, they've designed these suits for us, not because they just want us to sew the side seams up and be done with it. No, they do know that you could be any size, you know, your shoulder could be there, your shoulder could be there. So they've given us that allowance. So what they've done is, quite nicely and quite good, what's quite good about it is they've actually done the neckline for us, because they wanted to put the embroidery in and the embroidery on in the collar. They've actually done the neckline for us. So that's one job that's done. That's good. I don't quite know if this neck is actually going to fit through my head, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But just looking at the suit, they've actually just done that straight for us. But we do need to actually tilt the shoulder, because our bodies are not straight like this, is it? And then we've got some fabric here for the sleeves. So if you do see a suit like this, then I would say you need to unpick the sleeve. Okay, so you need to unpick the sleeve, and usually they just do it in a really big massive stitch, because it's designed for unpicking. So I've got my unpicker here, and I'm literally going to just, they've literally sewn it on just so that all the pieces don't get lost. It's quite clever how they design these suits, but not everybody always understands them and realizes. So if I look here, the stitch that they've joined it on is absolutely massive. They've just literally joined it on for me. So even if I just kind of go like that, it all comes undone really quickly. And the thread they've used is a really cheap thread as well, for that reason, because they do just want you to quickly unpick it. Okay, so we will put our sleeve, we will fold this up all nice like this, and we will literally just put our sleeve pattern on there. We'll do exactly the same on the other side. We'll just put our sleeve pattern on there and draw our, and literally cut out our sleeve, and that's the same on the other side. Okay, I just want to show you, I'm just going to unpick the other side as well right now, because I do want to show you how to lay out and how to fold this as well, and how to put your pattern on top. So just unpick that. When you do unpick, just pull out all the threads. Okay, we want to be neat and tidy all the time. I don't want you to think, oh, I'll unpick that later. No, you have to be neat and tidy as you go along, because later, first of all, later never comes. Second of all, you'll just be getting all these extra threads and stuff on your carpet all the time, and you'll just make more of a mess. Okay, so I've got this suit here. Now what I would do is turn it inside out. And also, I would say press these before you actually start cutting them. When they come in a packet, I've actually just ironed this before I started teaching you. So mine's all nice and flat and it's smooth. Fabrics like this, that's got diamonds and stuff on it, I would say iron it on the wrong way around. And when anything is ironed, then you're just going to get like a really, really beautiful finish. So I would definitely press it, because it will come in a packet and it will not be pressed. It will all be greased. So press it, not pack it, press it. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that across like this. Okay, make sure you get all 4 layers in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 2 layers for my back and 2 layers for my front. I'm just going to really even it all out like this. Okay. Now again, these suits, they do come in set lengths. So whatever you want, whatever length you want, you've got a choice. I mean, I particularly don't like this gold border. So if I want to, I can chop off that border. You can do whatever you want really, just whatever, however far your creativity takes you. Okay, so I've got this all folded nice and neat like this. Now I'm just going to get my pattern, our forever pattern that we've made. Okay, and I'm literally just going to put that on the neckline there. Okay, so it will be a little bit awkward. I'm just going to weigh it down. Okay, that way. And if I want to leave it this long, I mean this pattern is actually quite short, but if I do want to, and you will get certain kind of discrepancies when you buy suits. They won't always be 100%. I mean, if I look at this, then one's longer than the other, and you know, things like that, and that does happen with these suits, so don't worry too much. So if I want to leave it as long as that, then I can do. But can you see how I've just placed my pattern on it now, and I can literally just start right with my shoulders tilted there, so I can just mark that there and literally just draw around the whole thing, and that's how I would do my pattern. Okay, so I thought I would just show you that on Fancy Fabric. Okay, so I've got another suit here to show you. Okay, the embroidery on this is so heavy that it's actually weighing the rest of the fabric down, and you will actually get suits like that. Now, unlike the other suit, this suit, it's already got the shoulder measured out for us. It measures about approximately 15.5 to 16. So that means it's only going to fit up to a certain size, okay? So when you are buying these suits, please be careful, because many times people have bought suits, expensive suits, and they've bought them to me to sew, and when I've actually measured it, it's just not enough, okay? So this would be like for like somebody who's a medium to large, but it's not going to fit somebody who's bigger than that. Okay, so the shoulders, whereas the other suit, the shoulders were really long, and you know, it would have gone up to a mega size, and it was really wide as well. Now if I look at this suit, it's not actually that wide in the first place. Now I've got these which I've actually started unpicking, but this suit had these attached to it. Now there's, you know, when I sew these two up, I'm going to sew into it, aren't I? So these are designed, they literally do want you to unpick these sides up and then rejoin it according to the shape of your body. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of pull it across. Now it's up to you. You can put these on if you want to. If you don't want to put them back on, you don't have to put them back on, but do be careful when you are unpicking these. Again, this is sewn with a really rough thread, so like a very cheap thread, so you're able to unpick it easily. And so you've got it like that. So it's up to you whether you do want to put it back on the sides or whether you don't. Okay, another point I want to make with these suits, with this one especially, that's the reason I chose to show you this, because the shoulders are not oversized. You might think, well, I can just sew these sides up now and it will be okay, but no, it's still very important to get your fitting right to unpick the sleeve. So I'm going to unpick the sleeve, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I mean and why. Okay, so I've unpicked this sleeve, and it does look a bit of a mess. The fabric's see-through, it's all fraying, and they've actually sewn all the sides up as well so we will have to actually unpick all them sides up. They've probably sewn all the sides up to stop the fabric from fraying, but it does actually make so much more work for us. Okay, so I've got that sleeve looking like that, and I'm just going to fold it in half. Now when I fold this sleeve in half and I take out our sleeve pattern that we made, you will see that the shape is very, very different. Can you see? We want it nice and dipped, and you'll also find a lot of the times these sleeves are very, very small. I don't know how they do it, and I don't know how they design it, but they should actually give us quite a lot of fabric. I mean, 8.5 inches is really, really less. More often than not on these suits, I do end up having to put little triangles here. I mean, they're not too bad from the arms. They're not too bad from the arms, but from the cuff bit, but from the armhole bit where it fits onto our armholes, I do very, very often have to put triangles in. But the point I'm trying to make is, don't just sew it up when it's ready like that. I would say unpick the sleeve, shape it, reshape it, and then join it back onto our armhole. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching the tutorial on fancy fabrics, and I hope you've got a little bit of an idea of how to go about them. The video that you just watched is part of the Shalwar Kameez program. This is a program where I teach you from start to finish how to sew the shalwar, how to make a Shalwar Kameez, and this is just like a little guide of our courses that we offer. But the one I want to focus on, the one that I did the pattern on, is the Shalwar Kameez program. So I'm just going to click on it, and I just wanted to show you all the different modules that we offer. Okay, so in the Shalwar Kameez program there are 6 different modules, and they're quite easy, simple video tutorials similar to what this one was, that you will follow. The first one is taking measurements. You will take measurements of your own body or whoever it is that you're making your Shalwar Kameez for, and then in module 2 we use the measurements and I teach you how to draft your own pattern. Okay, and there's lots of little bonuses in there. I teach you how to do bonus kameez with darts, bonus neckline, cheat sheets with templates. Module 3 is all about the sewing machine and the overlocker, where I go through a domestic sewing machine and a domestic overlocker, also an industrial sewing machine and an overlocker. And then module 4 is all about sewing the kameez together. Each module is kind of broken up into different units. So this one is unit 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, where everything is broken down into steps. Module 5 is the shalwar, which is the belted pleated shalwar, and module 6 is the straight trouser. So this course is completely suitable for beginners. You will learn everything from the beginning, and I promise you there's so much detail in there, and I practically lay out everything step by step. The video you just watched is just one little bonus bonus lesson that's part of the Shalwar Kameez program. I hope it helped you, and if you do want to join us in the Shalwar Kameez program, just click on the link below this video, and see you on the other side. Thank you. See you soon.